Orleans, my old home or whatever the hell was left of it. I still remembered the rot of that rundown house, but God, I never wanted to come back. I remembered the neighborhood boys laughing in my face and the girls sneering, telling me I wasn't shit. I remember my mama kneeling in front of me, her gentle hands braiding my hair as she looked into my eyes. Dearest, you are more than enough. Don't you ever forget it. Then came the sound of heavy boots. My father slammed the front door open, reeking of stale bourbon and rage. You're a fucking disappointment, he spat, glaring down at me like I was something he'd stepped in. You can't do a damn thing right, can you? I'm out here bleeding for this family, and I'm stuck with a daughter who's just as useless as her fucking mother. Honey, go upstairs, Mama whispered, her voice trembling as she tried to shield me. Go to your room. I need to talk to your father. Mama was the one who taught me that women mattered. She told me we had a fire in us, that one day I'd become the kind of woman people were terrified of. But that night, all I heard from my bedroom was the screaming, the brutal, wet sound of skin slapping skin, a war I was too small to fight. When I finally opened my eyes, it was pitch black, cold concrete pressed against my cheek. I was in the basement, though I had no bloody idea how I'd gotten there. I threw my weight against the wooden door, pounding until my knuckles bled. Mom, Dad, please, what did I do? Let me out. Hours bled into days. Time lost all meaning in the dark. By the time I heard the heavy deadbolt click, I was starving, stripped down to skin and bones, shivering in my own terror. The door swung open, blinding me. My father stood in the doorway, but he wasn't alone. Beside him was a woman smeared in cheap makeup, reeking of stale cigarettes and suffocating tacky perfume. Dad, where's Mama? I croaked, my throat raw. That bitch left us, he said, his eyes dead and cold. This is your new mom. You're going with her. No, Dad, please. I want my mama. He grabbed me by the back of my neck, hauling me forward like a sack of trash. That's too damn bad, girl, he growled into my ear. At least you're finally good for fucking something. He shoved me into the woman's arms. Without a word, she slid a thick stack of $100 bills into his waiting hand, her long acrylic nails clicking against the cash. That was the day I learned what I was worth to the men in my life. A stack of dirty money and a one-way ticket to hell. The woman didn't drag me into a car. She hauled me straight through the back alleys of the French Quarter, her grip like iron around my wrist. The smell of bourbon, garbage, and river humidity clung to the air, but nothing choked me quite like the suffocating fog of her perfume. She dragged me through the rear entrance of a tall, decaying townhouse with black iron balconies and velvet curtains drawn tight over every window. Up front, I could hear faint jazz music playing, low laughter, and the heavy, rhythmic clinking of glass, a brothel. My own father had sold me to a fucking brothel. The woman threw me onto a plush, stain-covered sofa in a dimly lit back office. Sitting behind a massive mahogany desk was a woman with sharp, predatory eyes and dark hair pulled into a tight bun. She blew a long stream of blue cigarette smoke into the air, inspecting me like a piece of livestock. "This is the girl?" the woman behind the desk asked. Her voice was smooth, cold, and dripping with authority. "Fresh off the street, Maria," the woman who bought me replied, pocketing her hands. Her bastard father practically gave her away. "Maria, the madame." She stood up, her silk robe whispering against the floor as she walked over to me. She tipped my chin up with one long, crimson fingernail, turning my face side to side. I tried to flinch away, but she gripped my jaw tighter. Pity, Maria murmured, her lips curling into a dark, cruel smile. She's skin and bones right now, but give her a few years, proper food, and the right paint. She'll make us a fortune. I want my mama, I sobbed, tears cutting hot tracks through the dirt on my cheeks. Please let me go. Maria slapped me, hard enough to ring my ears and shut me up instantly. Mama isn't here, little girl. You don't have a name, a family, or a life outside these walls anymore. From this second on, you belong to me. She leaned down, her eyes burning into mine. In this house, you answer to Madrina. The door to the office clicked open and a girl slipped inside. She was older than me, maybe 16, with dark, watchful eyes and bruised knuckles hidden under the sleeves of a lace dress. You called for me, Maria? The girl asked smoothly. Take Madrina upstairs, Jeanette, Maria ordered, stepping back to her desk. Clean the street grime off her, feed her, and lock her in the attic room until she stops crying. She starts learning the house rules tomorrow. Jeanette didn't say a word to Maria. She just nodded, stepped over, and gently wrapped her fingers around my wrist. Her grip wasn't tight like the woman's. It was steady, protective. As Jeanette pulled me out of the office and up the dark, winding staircase, away from Maria's gaze, she squeezed my hand tightly. Don't cry in front of her, Jeanette whispered under her breath, her voice barely audible over the floorboards creaking beneath us. Hold it in, Madrina. Keep your head down, learn fast, and survive. I've got you.